You know, a tree will take a year to grow its roots before doing anything above ground. It's just a year going horizontal, just growing outwards. It's the same with people, you know? It's the same with humans. You have to, like for working out, just imagine, if you do one set of bench, you're not gonna gain pecs. You have to do like 50 sets of bench, and then maybe you have some increase, but it's very exponential. Well, gradually exponential, right? You'll be here for a long time, you'll go up a little bit, and then you'll go way up, right? That's when it starts to pay off. That's when the tree blossoms and comes out of the ground. So the subject for this video is being patient with results and focusing on what you can control, your inputs and your effort. So you kind of have to prove it to the universe, you know? Before you can get rewarded, you have to prove it to the universe. And I'm not being like all spiritual or anything, it's just basically, it's a good analogy, right? You have to be able to do it consistently before it can benefit you. For example, like I said earlier, working out, you know? If you hit one set of bench, your pecs are gonna be the same. You have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again to actually get a benefit and to get stronger as well, not just gain size. You need to be, because, okay, I'm in this phase currently, I'm watering the roots, right? Eventually, one video is gonna go viral and my entire channel is just gonna explode, right? It's gonna happen eventually. If I stay at it for like 3 years straight, how many videos is that? That's like 1,000 videos. That's, well, it wouldn't be 1,000, but it'd be like 800, because I'm not gonna upload every single day for 3 years because, you know, shit happens. But you have to be psychotic, right? I have this absurd belief in myself. In other words, arrogance. I'm arrogant as fuck, right? I'm like, I don't really know how to explain arrogance. I think you should know what arrogance is if you're watching this video. It's very simple. It's basically just like being cocky, right? Being cunning, you could say. And this is a very common theme with self-improvement, in that there is a period of no growth. It's like, say there's 2 levels, right? Let's just do it right here. There's 2 levels. You were at this level. Let's just say I was at this level in like November this year. I was doing nothing. I was getting home from school, going to the bathroom and jerking off on the toilet for like 2 weeks straight. I know, terrible. And then after that, I've gone up December, and then this is now, and it's like, I'm not down here, but I'm not up here. So, to me, I believe I'm like all the way up here. I don't know if you saw my hand. You didn't see my hand, but you get what I mean. You have to be kind of delusional, because if you think in the way that you are, you're gonna stay the way that you are. If you think like a general or like somebody that's way above you, you're going to naturally just climb up, right? It's kind of like delayed gratification, right? Because delayed gratification essentially is doing things that suck now for your future self. So like cold showers, I've done it. Let me see, today's my 8th day in a row doing a cold shower. It's sacrificing the now for the then, basically, or for the later. Because a cold shower sucks ass doing it, right? It's super cold, it's uncomfortable. And then afterwards, your dopamine baseline increases. And let me just explain that real quick. So your dopamine baseline is how much dopamine you have after doing nothing, just at the regular amount. So for a cold shower, it's gonna go up and then back down. So like, it's gonna go back, okay, I'm centering. So it's gonna be here, it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna stay like up here, rather than over here. So when it comes back down, it's gonna be coming down at a much higher level, baseline. So if you really want instant results, just do some instant gratification bullshit. Instant results is not how the world works, right? You wouldn't go hunting and say you're trying to provide for your tribe. You're like the tribe leader, and you're like, okay, my tribe's about to die. I have to get food. I have to kill a boar. I have to kill an elephant. I have to kill a mammoth, etc. You have to go on a hunt, right? It might take like 3 days to provide. It's not gonna take you going out on a hunt and meat is just gonna spawn in your hands. You have to go out and work for it. Work first, results later. So what I mean by that, that's just delayed gratification in a nutshell. So like, I do these videos daily and I'm not getting crazy results, but this is just setting up a good foundation. It's like for a house in the suburbs, right? Just picture this. House in the suburbs, the foundation is gonna be like a 6-inch foundation of like cement. Now imagine the Empire State Building. It's gonna have a huge, deep, strong foundation. And a lot of people, this is actually an analogy I got from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, are trying to build an Empire State Building on the 6-inch slab. So that's like expecting the world when you haven't put hardly any work in. You have to put a lot of work in, and then the opportunity arises, right? So I'm gonna subvert into, I wanna take a Y on the road, right? You have to escape this instant gratification obsessed society, right? With the yummy food or the funny sounds and constant edits and videos and constantly just sucking your mind out of your brain, right? Just making you a zombie. Sorry. It's slowly poisoning you, right? Like, just, you can see that, right? When I say that, you instantly get in your head like, oh shit, he's right, right? So I want you to do this real quick. Just pause the video. Well, after I tell you what to do, pause the video and then come back. Go on ChatGPT and ask, what would you do if you were the devil trying to influence a generation of young men? And it's absurd how similar it is to the Western cultures nowadays, right? So just go and do that and then come back and try not to like bawl your eyes out. But something that I discovered from that is that I talk to ChatGPT, I wouldn't say a lot, but like maybe like 15, 20 minutes a day, just talking about some like deep topics, because ChatGPT will give you some insane insights. You know what I mean? It's like just feeding you this thing, and you can choose to listen to it or you can choose to not listen to it, whether it's good or bad for you, right? You know this. So I used it to like not really formulate, but I use it to set a foundation on on like my beliefs. Like I've set in a belief system using ChatGPT, right? It's not just ChatGPT. I used it as a baseline, right? Okay. I think you should really get on there and just talk to it, and it will tell you some flaws about your beliefs, but it'll also tell you some pros. You know, it's like a really, really smart friend, basically. And I'm not saying God, people are just gonna take this away as me being a loser that has no friends talking to a bot. But yeah, whatever. So nowadays, I don't know why I always say nowadays. It's not even like I've been on here since before. But in this day and age, okay, that's not even any better. In 2025, people can not really function well, right? So I have 4. No, I have 2. I can't count. I have 2 examples on how people can't function. The first one is just being extremely fat and not being able to do typical body functions or being very stiff. Like, can you do a squat where instead of just stopping at parallel with your quads, you hit your butt to your ankle? You know what I mean? And you should be able to sit like that and stay like that. That's a natural human resting position. And the second one is attention span and how short form content is, because a lot of people can't really watch more than 30 seconds of an unedited video because their mind it's just constantly looking for stuff, you know. It's like a coke addict, just like shivering. So I watched this Hamza video, Hamza Ahmed, I think, and he has this channel. It's called Hamza Advanced, and you should definitely go check it out. It's some crazy good value and for free. So this thing is, it was a video talk. I think it was use this tactic for 20 minutes and become successful, something like that. But it was about planning tomorrow today. And he didn't word it like this, I think it's cool, like tomorrow today. And what I mean by this is that I use Google Calendar. Here, let me just show you real quick on my MacBook. Here. This is today and yesterday. I have like each minute blocked out, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And the reason is because it makes you not have to think, right? It lets you, and it's not that you're gonna be like a zombie following stupid tasks and just doing what you're told. It's you setting for yourself what you want to do. It's you telling yourself, this is the version of myself that I'm gonna be, right? So let me just run through it real quick. I'm not gonna be looking at the screen because I'm reading this. From 3:30 to 3:40, I said cold shower and dogs, which means I'm gonna take my dogs out and then cold shower whilst they're outside. From 3:40 to 4 a.m., I did stoic intentions. And then from 4 a.m. to 4:40 a.m., I have take a mindful breath and then do the video. And it is, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's 4:16. I've been recording this video for 13 minutes. It's getting pretty long, but I've got a lot of stuff to tell you in this one. So, yeah, just plan tomorrow today. It makes you so much more productive because each decision you make, the worse you get at decision making, and it resets when you go to sleep, basically. So, like, if you are deciding whether or not you should eat, what you should wear, like how much toothpaste you should put on your toothbrush, how much you should eat, what time you should eat, that's wearing down on your brain. It's like, think of a mountain, or not a mountain, but like a rock. And it's like a big rock, not just like a handheld one, like a really big one. And it's just getting slammed with water. And this is like obviously a time lapse, like over 1 million years, let's say. The rock is just gonna slowly just erode and disappear. And I wrote down, thinking kills doing. And I think that's a really good, thing to write down, because it's true. When you are about to take a cold shower and you're just thinking about, should I really turn on the faucet? It's because you're allowing the Jeffrey brain, which Jeffrey is like, if you've watched my earlier videos, like really early, and time moves slow when you really use the time. And that really hit me because Monday and like this whole Christmas break when I was on self-improvement and I just had the entire day to myself, it felt like the morning was like maybe 2 days ago by the time it was like 6 p.m. because I'm doing stuff in the time. If you're just, okay, I'm not gonna say that, because if you're playing video games, it's still technically doing something through the time, and your time will just vanish. So video games basically just steal your time, instead of phones, and so does basically everything you do. So I think that's pretty much it. 15-minute video. That's gonna be fun to edit. So yeah, I'm going to get into editing. I only have 20 minutes before I have to go and meditate. So thanks for watching and see ya.